Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We have another paid video where I'm going to analyze Sunworks, my button works. Sunworks is a solar panel company, and somebody had the bright idea to pay me $50 to make a personal video, and that's what I'm going to do. And if you want a personalized video, you click that link, you send me money, and I'll make whatever video you want, with some exceptions, of course. So let's go ahead and dive right into the stunk analysis, the financial statement analysis. What is Sunworks? What is this company? Oh, it's all about solar panels. That's right, because now solar is the future, bro. And the Inflation Reduction Act and tax credits and blah, 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 blah. All catalysts for the solar panel, sun-powered industry, right? So Sunworks is one of the many solar power companies that's, been putting up solar panels. They've been around for quite a long time, as a matter of fact. Let's look at their website. Take control of your energy. Experience the freedom of energy independence with Sunworks' industry-leading commercial solar power solutions. So this company's been in business for 20 years. They have over 27,000 installations and 224 plus megawatts total solar capacity. I have no idea what that means, but that sounds like a big number, okay? So it seems pretty simple to understand. So they got solar, commercial, agricultural, industrial, public works, residential, which is the biggest part of their business. They have EV chargers. Oh, the electric future is around the corner. Interesting. With an anticipated 18.7 million electric vehicles on the road, your customers, tenants, and employers will all rapidly increase their demand for EVs. So apparently they make EV chargers too. Fascinating. Okay. Where are the statistics? I don't see them. Whatever. They got energy storage, service, blah, 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 blah. So let's look a little bit more about some of the places where they have installation. So they show all these different businesses that are using their solar panels, right? But when we look at the 10Q and the 10K, you're actually going to see that the vast majority of their solar installations are residential. But they are used in agriculture. They're used commercially, industrially, not-for-profits, public works, blah, 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 blah. So that's basically Sunworks. Not hard to understand. All right, video done. Just kidding. Now, let's go ahead and look at the company's financial metrics. Now, number one, I can see how it trades. It trades like a freaking penny stock. And I wonder why. Because it is. So the market cap is $41 million on revenue of $168 million. That's a cheap, quote unquote. Net income, trailing 12 months, negative 26 million. Shares outstanding 36. We'll see how much that changed. Forward PE of 3.4. That's cheap, right? I mean, obviously the market must be missing something. And it's got a price target of $4. Now, if we look at the stock price performance, okay, what happened? It's basically gone down, 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 all the way to the clown market. Then it shot up to, looks like, $22, almost $23. And then it absolutely collapsed worse than freaking AMC. Okay. So I guess if you're playing this company, maybe you want to buy it and hopefully it just goes up and then you could sell it real quick. But from a fundamental standpoint, it doesn't look good so far. Let's keep looking. So here's the financials. Let's go ahead and look at the revenue by avenue. Very, very interesting what happened here. So apparently their revenue was massively declining, and that reflected their stock price. And then all of a sudden, their revenue exploded. I wonder if they just got more business or if there was an acquisition or what. But their revenue has definitely exploded. And if you look at year-over-year growth numbers, oh my God, look how fast they're growing their revenues. What could have happened? Well, let's do some more research. So revenue is up over the last year and a half. Will that continue? I have no idea. There's a lot of competition in this market. Gross margin has steadily improved over time, but now it's dipping back down. Operating margin has been negative. This company's basically never been profitable. And profit margin is negative, of course. And free cash flow margin is negative. So this isn't even one of those like techie companies where they at least have positive cash flow. This company is losing money on the accrual basis of accounting, and it's got negative free cash flow. Now, we'll see operating cash flow. Maybe that's positive. Maybe they're just doing a lot of investments, but what is this, dip? I quit dip. Why are you advertising to me? Cash flow. Okay. Negative operating cash flow. What does this tell me? right off the bat. They're going to be financing their operations through debt issuance and stock issuance. 100% guaranteed. Okay. When I look at like other tech companies, at least they have like, let's talk about Palantir, for example. Palantir, I still think is a clown stock. Okay. But at least they have positive operating cash flow because they have stock-based compensation expense. So they're not at risk of going bankrupt or of doing a massive dilution event because they don't have cash. Palantir has a ton of cash. You look at a company like this, they're incinerating cash every single quarter. And it doesn't seem to end. This company just loses money. And I think people are playing this stock because, the Inflation Reduction Act and solar is going to be huge in the United States. And maybe it will be. And maybe this company will become one of the more dominant solar panel installation companies. Maybe. I don't know. But looking at the business right now, what can I say? It just loses money. That's all it does. Let's see. Acquisition. So there was a huge acquisition in the beginning of 2021. And if we go back to the income statement, their revenue started going up in 2021. So that's why the revenue went up massively. Okay. It's because of an acquisition. Wow. You almost never see that. Like a business just, our revenue just goes up massively. There was some kind of acquisition there. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at the annual amounts. Okay. So, yep. Negative operating cash flows and getting way worse because of the acquisition. Yep. One big acquisition in 2021. Capital expenditure, share issuance. Yep, they're issuing shares. Okay, at least they're paying off debt a little bit, even though they took out a lot of debt in 2018. So it looks like they're financing most of their cash burn through share issuance. So what does that mean for you as the investor? Your ownership of a company is going to be whittled down slowly but surely over time. You're going to own less and less a percentage of the company. Let's look at the shares. Let's see, 2021. Let's look at the quarterly. So it looks like they probably issued a bunch of shares for the acquisition. I'm just curious how much the shares are growing after the acquisition. So even after the acquisition, the shares are just going up and up and up and up. Okay. Woo, that is some mega dilution. That's like 10 times worse than Palantir. Okay. I mean, I make fun of Palantir for share dilution. Holy crap. Oh my God, what a disaster. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the most recent annual report, and then we can look at the 10Q, which is the most recent quarterly report. So the annual report covers, all the important stuff. Actually, what is this? I think I'm in the wrong one. Hold on a second. Hold your horses. Where's investor relations? Investors. Let's see. Why is this so hard to find? I thought I had the 10K up. I apologize. 10K. Okay, here it is. Here we go. I guess I had like an amendment to the 10K. I don't know what they did. But let's go ahead and read about the business. Blah, 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 blah. We originally incorporated in Delaware as Machine Talker Incorporated. What? We then changed our name to Solar 3D. We then acquired 100% of the stock of Solar United. So basically they grow through a lot of acquisitions. On April 8th, 2021, Sunworks, through its operating activity, acquired all of the issued and outstanding membership interests of Solcius from Solcius Holdings, located in Provo, Utah. Solcius is a full-service residential solar systems provider. Okay, so this company is just a conglomeration of a bunch of other solar companies. This transaction creates a national solar power provider with a presence now in 15 states: California, Utah, Nevada, Arizona. And we issue lots of shares because we have negative operating cash flow. The acquisition was consummated on April 8th, 2021. And, we know they do commercial. They know what they do residential. Let's see if there's anything else interesting on this part of the 10K. Blah, 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 blah. Customers. Approximately 88% of our 2022 revenue came from residential installations, while residential revenue was 77% of our total revenue in 2021. That makes sense. Obviously, residential installations aren't going to produce as much revenue. It's probably cheaper to install solar panels on a residence than a freaking commercial massive building. Okay. The increase in residential revenue as a percentage of total revenue is a result of Solcius acquisition in April 2021. Okay. Approximately 12% of our total revenue came from commercial installations, down from 23% in 2021. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see. Our revenue is impacted by seasonal weather patterns. In addition, most customers prefer to complete projects by the end of the calendar year to realize the benefits of available subsidy programs prior to year end. Okay, that's something to keep in mind when it comes to revenue, my revenue. So here they talk about the Inflation Reduction Act, which basically extended a bunch of tax credits where you can claim up to 30% of the cost against your federal income taxes. So obviously this tax credit is going to subsidize and help this business. The question is, does this business stand out from other solar installation businesses? Are there better ones out there that don't issue massive amounts of shares all the time? I don't know. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Let's look at some of the risk factors. We have incurred significant losses since inception. What a shock. We may require substantial additional funding, which may not be available to us on acceptable terms. Well, right now they're just issuing shares. Hopefully they don't have to issue debt because people aren't going to want to pay that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if there's any other crazy risk factors. A material reduction in the retail price of traditional utility or for others could harm our business. We believe that a significant number of our customers decide to buy solar energy because they want to pay less for electricity that is offered by traditional utilities. However, distributed electrical solar energy has yet to achieve broad market adoption, as evidenced by the fact that distributed solar has penetrated less than 5% of the total addressable market in the U.S. residential sector. This whole solar energy thing could be another bubble. It's not 10xing like I guess some people probably think it is, okay? Obviously, like, this stuff is expensive. Okay, just from my perspective, solar panels are insanely expensive. My electric bill is like $100, $150 a month, okay? And that's with kids and all this madness going on in this house. I'm not paying for freaking solar panels, I can tell you that, okay? And even a 30% tax credit ain't going to incentivize me to get freaking solar panels installed because it's going to take decades to pay that back. I'm not a fan of solar because I'm a greedy, money-grubbing man that doesn't care about the environment, okay? But that is a good point. I mean, hey, man, you know, if alternatives if electricity prices go down for whatever reason, that could really hurt this company because people may decide not. And a lot of this company it generates its revenue mostly from residential. It's not like securing huge contracts with cities, you know, liberal cities that want to, you know, dump a bunch of taxpayer money into this stuff. No, it's mostly residential. So this company could get hurt pretty badly, potentially. Let's see. Limits. In 2022, we generated 41% of our revenue in California. That's something to keep in mind. Okay, let's go look at the auditor's report. Let's see. Evaluation of controls. Let's see if they made any mistakes. Anything bad went here. The effectiveness of our internal control has not been audited by virtue. Okay, so the auditors did not audit their internal controls, so we don't know how good their internal controls are. But there should be an audit report somewhere. Where's it at? Where's it at? Certification. Basically, because of Sarbanes-Oxley, management has to sign off on the financial statements. That's why you see the management signatures there. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. Financial statements. Okay. Here we go. Who audited them? KMJ Corbin and Company LLP. I don't know who that is. Doesn't mean they're a bad firm, but whatever. We have audited. In our opinion, the consolidated financial statements present fairly in all material respects to the financial position of the company. Okay, so the auditors are saying the financial statements there's reasonable assurance that the numbers are accurate. You want to check that, though, okay? So, critical audit matter, whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the balance sheet. This is where I really enjoy myself. Let's look at cash. Cash is down massively. Restricted cash, immaterial. Accounts receivable up. That reflects more sales. Inventory is up as well. Contract assets, other current assets. So total current assets of $74 million, of which maybe $20 million is super liquid. Okay. We compare that to their current liabilities. Accounts payable is up Okay, I mean they're growing their operations, they're spending more money. Contract liabilities is up. They have more business. Financing leases, operating leases. So overall, their current ratio actually isn't too hot. I'm actually surprised. If you look at their accounts payable and accrued liabilities, like they owe $24 million within the next year, and they really only have, $7.8 million to pay it, plus, receivables. And if they turn that inventory. Overall, their current ratio, at least as of December 31st, 2022, wasn't that hot. Okay. Let's see. Long-term assets. See if there's any changes here. Intangible assets, probably amortization. Goodwill, no change. Now, okay. So even if they had a 100% impairment of their goodwill, it would actually not wipe out their equity. Shocking. Okay. Let's see. Long-term liability. So their total liability. Okay. So like from a balance sheet perspective, okay, they're doing fine, at least as of December 31st, 2022, because they can just issue more shares when they burn through their cash. Obviously. Let's look at their equity section. So all their equity has come from stock issuance. What a shock. They make no money. They've been losing money since inception. Okay. Revenue growth is up. Still massively unprofitable. I don't really see that much improvement. Let's see what else they did. Sale of common stock. Yeah, this company is just like one of those companies that never makes money, that just dilutes constantly. Oh, we just burn cash. We pay ourselves salaries and we make all this money, because we create jobs for ourselves, but we never make a profit for our investors. We should invest, bro. All right, let's look at the statement of cash flows. Yeah, in the course of a year, they burned $28 million of cash. Oh my God. $28 million burned. But oh, look at that. They have a huge inflow from sales of common stock. What a shock. Okay. So I don't like this company, man. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not going to 10x my hen hex, but it's one of 1,000 different solar companies. All they do is issue freaking shares. Even after their acquisition, they're not making money. I mean, I can understand if there's like an acquisition and they're like, oh, we got to issue shares to finance it. I get it. Okay. But even like if you're going to acquire something, make some freaking money. Let's look at their most recent balance sheet. Yeah, they're really burning through their cash. Oh my God. Woo! If they haven't issued shares already, they're about to very soon. Okay, that's all I'm going to say right there. Look at their cash. So they started December with 7.8 million. Now they're down to 3.4 million. Their current ratio isn't that good. And especially their quick ratio, which is a stricter measurement of liquidity, is not that hot. Okay. God. This company is, I don't know. I don't like this company, man. Let's look at the, okay. They're still losing money. What a shock. Let's see. How many shares have they issued? 3 months ended. They issued more shares right after between December 31st, 2022 and March 31st, 2023. They're just giving out shares like freaking candy, man. Oh my God. Restricted stock grants. This is ridiculous. Man, I don't like this. I don't like it. Okay. Employee retention tax credit receivable. Those scammers. So the employee retention tax credit, basically, if your business couldn't, well, there's multiple ways to qualify it for, but it's basically a tax credit. Whereas if your business was affected negatively by COVID and you had employees, you can claim the credit. But there is a huge amount of fraud that's going on with the employee retention tax credit. Everybody wants it because you can get a ton of money per employee for your business. I've actually kind of prepared these things. So I know there's a lot of sketchiness going on. So I just think it's hilarious that they file for the employee retention tax credit. And I'm wondering if they did that, if they were pressured to try to file for that because they're burning cash so badly. That's just funny. I don't know. I'm not saying they're committing fraud, but there's a lot of sketchiness going on with that. So What more can I say? So overall, I don't like this company, man. I don't know. It's just a cash burning, profitless, money burning pit. I mean, are there no better solar companies out there than this penny stock that's never made money? Like, come on. It's just crap. I mean, you know, and the stock could go up. Like I said, the stocks can go up, and they could do that for whatever reason. But it doesn't mean it's a good company, okay? If it loses money consistently, I don't see the point in buying it. I don't get it. Like, and they're not like approaching profitability. They're just losing money. They just burn cash. They're just unprofitable. And now they're doing the employee retention for tax credit. I love it. All right. Let's see. And if you want a personal video, which this was paid for, you click that link. Holy smokers! Sunworks, my bun hurts. I hope your bun doesn't hurt. Sunworks, my bun hurts. Let's see. What's your favorite soccer team? I don't watch soccer. Holy smokers, the Evanewing revenue ain't no joke. Well, it exploded because of the acquisition. So that growth that you're seeing isn't that great. Let's see. Do they use AI to synergize their Oh, man. Maybe the stock's a buy if they're using AI. Shaw Man getting paid to pump penny stocks. Never thought I'd... Yeah, you think I'm pumping this stock? Okay. The sun-based movement. It's just another grift going on. Did you see Palantir? Palantir! Oh, don't worry. Once I'm done with these videos, I'm getting to Palantir. Okay. Let's see. Just sold all my VT and bought Sunworks. Thanks for the 10x, buddy. You're welcome. Not even going to watch in the video, I trust. You should just go all in on this penny stock, 100%. What up, dude? What's up, bro? LOL, is this a title, a parody? Yes, it's a parody. Palantir. Palantir's up, bro. You're wrong about AI all along. It's time you admit defeat. I wonder if Palantir, like, I haven't looked into why Palantir's going up. I wonder if it's like the AI bubble. Because NVIDIA's shooting up, Palantir's going up. AI. Elon Musk, AI. It's another stupid bubble. LOL, I just read your name. It's actually quite amazing how all these renewable energy companies are losing money like crazy, yet Enphase revenues year over year are growing and they're profitable. Yeah. I mean, I haven't looked at Enphase in a while, but it sounds like out of all the solar panel companies, at least it's making money. Well, you know, I'm not saying it's a buy, but at least it makes freaking money. This company has just lost money since inception. Dude, we need more Ape Father back. Well, if somebody wants to pay me for it, I'll do it. Was yesterday your big Shadat? No. I got to get through these paid videos, okay? And then once I'm done with these freaking videos, I will do stuff that I want to do. Because these videos don't perform well, as people can tell. Like, I get crap views on these videos. But I'm getting paid for them, so... It's a trade-off. Palantir to the moon. Palantir! You only look at Palantir when it goes down, but not when it goes up. Look, I will look at your... I don't care. Palantir is down massively from when you clowns pumped it. I don't want to hear your garbage because Palantir is going up. You know, Tesla went up a bunch. It's still a massively overvalued clown stock. Okay? I don't care if Palantir is going up. The revenue growth rate is massively slowing down, and they're minutely profitable. And guess what's going to happen when the stock goes up? All the people with stock options are going to exercise them. And you know what that means? Massive dilution. Yeah, let the stock go up. Yeah. All those stock-based compensation I always talked about is going to really come to the forefront. Enphase doesn't make solar panels, bruh. Well, they make I thought they did. XD. I thought they made solar panels. What are you talking about? Whatever. All right. That's it for that video. I need to go put my kids to bed, and I'm going to be doing a live stream with Auditor Dan at 8 p.m. on his channel, so don't miss it. Talk to you later. Cheers.